This summary of Be a People Person, Effective Leadership Through Effective Relationships by John Maxwell is about to begin. Enjoy. Key point 1, it's always about people. Let's start with a little game of choice. If you were a customer, which store would be more to your liking? The one that provides high-quality products or the one that listens, cares, and treats its clients right? Organization-oriented or people-oriented? Which is it? Of course, the second option seems more appealing. Who wouldn't like an excellent rapport with the staff? Statistics can back this up. According to a TARP study, 95% of dissatisfied customers would return to the store if the staff helped them resolve issues quickly and respectfully. Additionally, these clients will, on average, tell 8 of their friends and acquaintances about their good experiences. People can forget what you did, but never forget how you made them feel. A people-oriented approach will always win, whether in business, healthcare, education, or personal relationships. Investing in your connection with other people will always pay off. If you want to learn how, this summary will be your blueprint for becoming a confident communicator and leader. And be sure to solidify your knowledge with the guide at the end of the summary. Key point 2, how to be a person everyone remembers. Some people are magnets. They are pleasant to talk to, their stories always stand out, and others genuinely like them. But what is the secret of such an aura, if there is one? Where is this fine line between personality and personality plus? You may already know the answer. These people are simply charismatic. Good old charisma is a mystical quality that seems hard to capture and draws people in. But do not despair. With charisma, you either have it or learn it. This charisma acrostic will help you. Concern. Start focusing more on helping others feel good about themselves. In other words, do not arrive at the party with a "here I am" attitude, but rather a "there you are" attitude. Notice small details about people, include them in the conversation, and show appreciation. Help. Be willing to offer a helping hand to others. However, do not jump to action. Instead, encourage people to face and solve their issues independently. Action. Work on your image and how you come across to other people. Creativity is one of the traits that attracts others. Hence, develop it by exposing yourself to new ideas and trying different activities and hobbies. Results. Strive for other people's success. Analyze your biggest strengths and offer them to others so they can succeed with your help. Influence. Do not gatekeep. Whatever helpful information you find or experience you have, share this knowledge with others. This way, you will establish the image of an influential person. Sensitivity. Become attuned to others' feelings and needs and act accordingly. If someone is visibly sad or heartbroken, offer your support. Motivation. Motivate others by giving them hope. People are prone to work better under positive affirmations and encouragement. Affirmation. Attract positivity to your life by believing and thinking positively and projecting this good feeling onto others. Speak enthusiastically and warmly and offer encouragement like, "You've got this." Genuine charisma is less about being interesting and more about being interested in others. Key point 3, Leadership Starter Pack. This century might not be the best time for exceptional leaders. For one, people are getting more analytical. They ruminate on their issues for too long instead of taking the lead and acting. The second reason is that people are too skeptical of leaders. They assume leaders might abuse their power, which will bring severe consequences. The last challenge is that there are so many people with differing opinions that getting everyone on the same page is extremely difficult. True leaders do not silence opinions, but make room for them. You can break these 3 patterns and become the best leader in any environment, whether a university, workplace, or friend group. For this, foster these 5 non-negotiable leader qualities. A sense of calling. A true leader has an innate feeling of responsibility. This feeling is similar to the calling parents experience when seeing their baby for the first time. In leaders, this responsibility compels them to join, support, and guide their team members, fostering an environment where everyone can thrive. Ability to communicate. A true leader has a vision and knows how to convey it to others. They set a well-defined agenda and provide a roadmap for their team members, helping everyone understand their role in achieving shared outcomes. Creativity in problem solving. A true leader does not shy away from issues. Instead, they look for not-so-obvious ways to handle them. You can find the traces of this philosophy in the Chinese language. The Chinese character for crisis has two meanings: danger and opportunity. Hence, any problem is an opportunity to generate new ideas. Generosity. A true leader is a giver. They generously share their time, wisdom, and resources, empowering those around them to grow and succeed. They prioritize their team's needs and show appreciation for their contributions. Consistency. A true leader is consistent in three areas: people, principles, and projects. It means they are loyal to their surroundings, values, and standards. A leader is a person who has the ability to get others to do what they don't want to do and like it. President Harry Truman. Key point. You've hit a daily streak by completing 3 key points. Great job. Point 4. Winning isn't a solo sport. To see a prime example of teamwork, simply turn on any sports channel. Whether it is a basketball team, a soccer squad, or a formation in artistic swimming, these people collaborate on a whole new level. They have a clear goal set, and every part of the team moves in a specific direction to achieve it. How do you create a team with similar dedication in a different environment? Let's take a look at the features that make a winning team. 1. A winning team always plays to win. Attitude, not talent, leads to success. If your team members prioritize not losing, they will deliver mediocre results. On the other hand, winning as a goal is what drives the team forward. 2. A winning team always takes risks. Failures are an essential part of the process. They are stepping stones on the road to success. Playing safe will never give your team valuable insights and experiences to achieve even more excellent results. 3. A winning team always keeps improving. The final result does not define your team. What does, however, is the eagerness to improve and keep learning. 4. Winning team members always care for each other. True team members are people-oriented. They genuinely root for the success of their partners or colleagues. Strong teams rely on everyone, not just on the top performers. Now that you know all the fundamental principles of great teamwork, it is time to learn the vital steps of managing your people force. Hire. Take the hiring process as seriously as possible. You need only the right people for your team. A formula that will help you spot an outstanding employee is this: relationship plus attitude times talent plus expectation equals production. Fire. Learn to let go of people who do not contribute value to your team. Do it gently, without anger or bitterness, as it softens the blow and pushes the person toward reflection. Inspire. Be an example of a positive outlook and show others that you believe in them. This will intensify their confidence and passion for working with you. Did you know? Firing an employee within the first 6 months will cost your company 2 years of salary. Key point 5. Feedback gone right. Whether you want to become an outstanding leader, share your creative thinking with the world, or build a revolutionary product, you will never escape criticism. Someone somewhere will always find your ideas outdated, unnecessary, or half-baked. And while some of this feedback can push you forward, the rest might crush you, unless you approach it with the right attitude. Criticism is something you can avoid easily by saying nothing, doing nothing and being nothing. Aristotle. To learn how to take any criticism with a light heart, always remember to distinguish destructive and constructive feedback. Question everything about the criticism you received. Was it given with good intentions, or was it a self-projection? Do not take yourself too seriously. Develop the ability to laugh at yourself and your mistakes. Life continues after receiving harsh feedback, and you can enjoy it even more with a positive attitude. Try to see a critic behind the criticism. Determine what kind of person the critic is. Is criticism their usual behavioral pattern? Is this a respectable or, on the contrary, inexperienced person? This information will help you decide whether to take their feedback seriously. Control your attitude toward the critic. Do not get emotional or confrontational. It will worsen your interaction. Surround yourself with good people. Seek out those who inspire you, challenge you to grow, and provide constructive feedback instead of bringing you down. There will be times when you have to be a critic, which you might find even more challenging than receiving feedback. Even with good intentions, criticizing others often feels like walking on thin ice. Follow these principles to provide the most constructive feedback. 1. Explore your motives. Is giving feedback a personal or emotional matter to you? If yes, then you should stay silent. Does criticizing bring you more suffering or pleasure? If it's the latter, then your feedback might not be constructive. 2. Confront the issue, not a person. Do not personalize your feedback. Instead, show your willingness to help solve the problem. 3. Do not compare the person with others. Do not bring other people's achievements or actions into a conversation. Comparisons only breed more hostility. Great feedback doesn't create walls. It builds bridges for achieving better results. These principles are powerful, but even more impactful when you use them intentionally. Stick around for a toolkit at the end to help you do just that. Key point 6. Difficult people aren't that difficult. We all have that one person in life, a neighbor who constantly complains about the noise, a passive-aggressive colleague, or a friend who brings us down. There is no escape from difficult people. The only way to deal with them is to change your perspective. And the key is this principle: I act as I see myself. It means that every person who acts negatively toward you might feel a lot of negative emotions toward themselves. This realization will help you empathize with the person rather than take their words personally. But remember, this rule works both ways. You might also project your internal hostility toward others. At the core of every relationship is responsibility. We are accountable for how we treat others. Dealing with difficult people becomes easier when you engage with them based on their personality type. Here are the most crucial of them. Type number 1. Sherman Tank. These are hostile people who like to intimidate others with their influence and power. Because of this tank-like behavior, having a constructive conversation with them is very hard. If your interaction with such people is inevitable, it is better to avoid confrontation with them. However, if the matter is pressing, you must stand up for yourself and be direct. Type number 2. Space Cadet. These people prefer not to follow the standard logic of things. They might be a bit quirky, which some might not relate to. For this reason, do not demand any team or leadership mentality from space cadets. Instead, help them realize their unique vision and creativity. Type number 3. Volcano. The name speaks for itself. These people are explosive. They are very unpredictable and can lose their temper at any moment. To handle this type of personality, remove them from others wherever possible and let them release their explosive energy. After they finish, explain the situation calmly and hold them accountable for their actions or words. Type number 4. Thumbsucker. These people use mood swings to get others to do what they want. As an additional weapon, they use silent treatment. To deal with thumbsuckers, never pay attention to their mood swings, as it will only give them a sense of recognition. Instead, focus only on their positive sides and the times they collaborate. Try this. If you want people to follow you, make them feel like they matter. These unconventional moves will build loyalty faster than any motivational speech. Use names often and with intention. In your following few conversations, address people by name. It builds connection and shows you're paying attention. Praise someone publicly. Pick someone who's done solid work recently and give them a shout-out in front of others, during a meeting, in a Slack channel, or via email. Public praise costs you nothing and fuels confidence. Give attention to one full meeting. No phone, no multitasking, just eye contact and active listening. People notice when you're there, and it builds credibility instantly. Turn a check-in into a check-forward. Instead of asking, "How are you doing?" ask, "What's one thing you're excited or nervous about this week?" It moves the conversation from surface to substance. When tensions arise, switch from you to we. Saying, "We seem to be missing each other," instead of "You're not listening," keeps the tone collaborative, not confrontational. Strong relationships are built one intentional act at a time. Every step you take toward others brings them one step closer to trusting your lead.